All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded a couple yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, check 20. Got it.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike. Squeeze, double.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. He finds an opening past the 40, and he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch this. Hey, alert. Check.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
280. 53 is the mic. I'm coming.
On second down, it's Hines. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
You better be afraid of me.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
It's 50. Bring it.
They run with Hines. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Eluding the pressure run. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be design runs as well as his scrambles.
180. Run left. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, that's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Ready, break. 59, Mike. Check, 59. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Get it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
A handoff to Mixon. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Cowboys. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kick. Trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Hines. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up the 3rd down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing to start the drive. Forbes. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Forbes. Open man is Ross, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready? 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Ready?
They'll run the option right here on first down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Hines, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I got you.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And it should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Zach Ertz, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. Choose the mic.
Yeah, that's what I do.
On second down, here's Mixon. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Ready up. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Weil, to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Ready? Tie that left. Tie that left. 4 down. 4 down. Check. Check. Slam. Slam. 12. 12. 12. Check 24. Check 24.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Check. 380. Check. 53's Mike. Go, go, go. Zebra. 53's the Mike. 52 lanes left.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Check.
On first down, it's Hines. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Check 53. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Check.
Let's go double count right here. Double.
Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, alert! Right.
Throwing again. Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Ready, now.
Operating from the gun. Forbes. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
Flush to his right. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guy.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 48 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on first down. Hines. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw. I'm coming, I'm coming.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as